Okay, we are welcome to the last segment. This segment is the final segment before we get to background. I want to add lovely background, so let us see how it goes in this segment. Okay, now this segment is called highlight, and the simple explanation is that we are going to be adding colors, or let me say adding stuffs to a particular areas on the skin to make that area pop out, to create a feeling, a 3D feeling, a like to make the image or the person that we do, to make the work to pop out, to give it meaning, to give it life. So we add highlights, like the highlights are already on the skin. So we adding it means we just want it to pop out so that when people are reading it or when people are looking at it, to be able to understand that this is what is happening here, this is what is happening here. So the first thing we are going to do is the dark part of the skin. We are going to what? Highlight it. We are going to what? Add to it. The dark part of the skin, we are going to add to it. So before we do that, I noticed that the earring has not been colored, so let us give our earring a color. So let me say let me choose this. So let us duplicate this one to name this one color. So we name this one soft light, soft light, soft light. Then this one will be color. And this one multiply. So just reduce the effect. So before we start giving our image a light, I want to look at the real image and check some particles there, because at this point like the skin is not smooth on my art, so I have to adjust it. So I go to my smudge and I smoothen it out. we just this one, smoothing it out. So I'm just trying to smoothen the parts that are not okay. Then before I continue with the highlight. Okay, I think I'm done now. So make sure you also look at your work to see if there are parts that actually need smoothing out. So before we continue again with the highlight, I want to adjust the face, the skin effect, so that our highlights will be, because looking at the skin now, the guy is actually dark, so we must make sure that we actually achieve that. Sometimes the soft lights will have to be reduced, sometimes it have to be increased. So there is no two ways to it. There's no um perfect, guide or illustration that says that always this is where the soft light is going to be, or this is where the multiply is going to be. Only the color that is meant to live 100%. But any other thing, depending on what you are seeing, depending on the adjustment that you need, that you feel that okay, this is what's supposed to be here. So you now do it. So that's how it is. So I'm just trying to adjust my 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 art, so nothing special is going on. Okay, now let us go for the highlight. Okay, so now it's time for the highlights. Now for the highlights, it is just us adding another effect, but this one will be a light color, that is the white color on the parts that actually shows lights. So this is what we are going to do. We'll create a new layer above the darker layer, then click on the layer, click on the blending, then choose soft glow. Then make sure your color is white. The color is white. Once your color is white, then we are good to go. We are still using add a brush. Still using add a brush. So now the part where we'll be adding it is the nose, the ear, some specific area. Let's go. So starting with the nose, increase the brush, the add brush. Try and reduce the opacity. Then you can just swipe your hand from left to right. And I can see what happened there. It made that place to pop. But now we have to be careful here. Your highlights must not be too much. The effect on your image must not be too much. So undo and check. Or you just reduce your the opacity of the brush. Then you now do it again. Okay, this one is looking more like it, so you can also add it twice. So next part, this place has highlights, so you add it. Then the next part is this place has highlights. This place has lights. So I will use the leaves and add the highlights there. Just add it twice. Okay, so the next place is the cheeks. Increase it. Well, reduce the opacity. Increase the brush size. So I can just off it and on it back to see the effect of it on the image. Then also here, you add highlights. Okay, now we're going to add it to this part here. Reduce the brush size and just add it twice. Now go to the ear. Okay, the brush is too much. The brush size is too much. The mouth of the brush. So So this is just how everything it. Can see the changes that is happening as a work of highlights. So increase wherever necessary, reduce whenever necessary. Smooth. So let us look at the face and see wherever we need to add highlight again. Okay, the eyes. Let us undo this first. Then at this point too. And this place too. We can undo this error. So so small. Okay. So I just want to make an adjustment to it, not anything. Okay, so what next? So the next thing is the clothes highlights and the earring highlights. So